Oh, you did not go to college? I didn't get any answers, guys. Do you feel the need to have that PDF that I just showed you? The PDF with 50 mistakes you must avoid? Okay, fine. That is for you. Okay. Yeah, I guess we are also live on YouTube now. Maybe I'll just confirm once. If there are many people, then we'll try to avoid a one-to-one conversation. Maybe one or two I can take, but I'll try to take more of your questions from the chat and pitch in with my insights. Okay. And see how that comes across and that works for you or not. Okay. But the primary motive is preserved. Any case, always, to help you out to produce the best possible outcome for you all. Okay. So YouTube also we have good number of people. Yeah. Yes. So that PDF will be given to everyone who joins. Like I'll let you know. So first of all, it will be uploaded on free material section on SciAstra application. You will get it by this call ends. Okay. By the time this call ends, भैया quantum physics के लिए foundation क्या होना चाहिए? So if you want to pursue quantum physics or pursue a career in that, the best thing you can do for yourself right now is get into a top-notch college. Okay. So I'll also maybe do this. Open your, yeah. Yes, we are live. Awesome. But before that, if you have any question, guys, you want to unmute, you can. We can talk to two people. Okay. So Dishita, if you have anything to ask, you can unmute. And of course,
Yes, Bhaiya, I have
yeah.
a very big problem. That's the time management. Because I'm at home and I'm not going anywhere else, and the family, the relatives, I'm so confused how to manage my studies. I know what I have to do, I know how I have to do, but I can't manage it.
Okay. Anyone else facing time management issues as well? You can write here in the YouTube chat or in the Google Meet chat. By the way, I just wanted to ask you, Dishita, are you in class 12th or a dropper?
Dropper.
Dropper. Yeah. So where do you think most of your time goes? Let's first analyze the problem. Let's diagnose what's the issue. Then we can come across with some solution, right?
So let me tell you my whole routine.
Yeah.
So in the morning, I wake up early. I try. It's very hard for me to wake up early, by the way, but I'm trying really hard to wake up early. Then before class, I have to do all my stuff and help Mama also, doing help by helping her. And then I take class until 3:30. By the way, I'm in Raman batch.
Okay.
So after my classes finish, then I have to do revision. Then of course a sleep, a nap also. Then revision, mocks, question practice and all. But in that time after class, some of my relatives come. I have to keep their children's, and so and at night also I have to help my mama. So my time, I also don't know where my time goes.
Okay. But out of all these things, amazed to know that you're a babysitter as well.
Yes, of two children.
And proud of you for doing all this, taking care of lots of things while in your preparation. I know this is not been easy. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Now, at least I appreciate your intent of trying to figure out how can you improve. Okay. Most people don't do that. Now, since you're open to that, you're receptive, and you're already looking for answers, the primary problem in front of us right now is invisible. We don't know what the problem is. We just know that we don't have enough time for what? For our to cover all subjects, maybe for problem solving and mock test.
Yes.
Yes. So the bare minimum we should be doing is attending the lectures wherever you're enrolled. SciAstra, not SciAstra, coaching institute, school, doesn't matter. Okay. The bare minimum thing you can do is be present at the primary source in the class.
That
That
I'm doing.
if you do that, you don't get time for anything else. If you do other things, some of them you can never attend class. Is that what happens with you?
No, yeah, but right now I'm attending all the classes regularly and on the time.
All the classes regularly?
Yes.
Yes. And at what stage do you think you lose track of time? Is it,
Time,
yeah, is it,
like,
it's certainly not with the lectures. Is it in problem solving? Is it in revision? Is it in mock test?
basically, I in revision and in problem solving mainly.
Practice.
So when I'm very focused in my studies, I am not easily distracted. But the thing is that when I'm distracted, even once, then it's hard for me to get back to the studies again.
Okay.
So I really don't like myself to get disturbed even for once when I'm studying.
Yes. And that's completely normal.
But at home, I don't think so. I will get any time not to get distracted. Disrupted.
Yep. Yep. And is it possible for you? I mean, do you spend all your 24 hours in your home?
Yes.
Is it possible for you to, I mean, do you have a fixed space for your study and
Huh.
focus?
Yes, I have a fixed space for my studies.
Yes. But still, in that whole local area of your home, or my home, for example, um, I had my own room in my home. Okay. But still, I used to get distracted so much because it's very obvious. In India, like privacy is something that parents don't agree with us on. So every now and there is some sabji wala coming in, doodh wala coming in, maid, or if it's complete silence, then अगल बगल से कहीं से कुछ Star Plus का serial start हो जाएगा. So those are the things that used to happen. So eventually, what I had to did was find a space near to my home, but separate from it. Okay, it was a library basically.
That I suggested to my father, but he's saying no.
No, any particular, like, did you tell him with the proper reasoning that I think I'm able to do this much at my home, I think I can improve further, but
No, I can improve much, but I think I'm not able to.
yeah. And the primary reason for that you think is lack of time?
Exactly.
Yeah. So actually, someone told me that we are not able to achieve most of us are not able to achieve our goals, not because lack of time, but lack of priorities. Okay. So in whatever time we have, even if we have one complete year or 1.5 years, no one, okay, can do 100% of physics, chemistry, maths, bio. 100%. full accuracy, full precision, with full confidence. Even the toppers, of course, toppers have a different story altogether. They have been doing it for a year or two, but in general, we need to prioritize what is the list of most important topics that are there. Of course, the bare minimum is that what subjects you have: PCM, PCB, PCMB,
PCB.
PCB. You know? So at least for PCB, we should be knowing the bare minimum things, which are the theory, conceptual clarity for most of the subjects, most of the chapters. Sorry, if there are 10, 10, 10, let's say 30 chapters, okay, in PCB altogether, I would expect each one of you to be familiar with 27 to 28 chapters, so that an easy question comes from any of the chapter you're able to do. Make sense?
Yes.
Now, that is the first stage. The second stage is you're well familiar with the chapter, meaning your conceptual clarity is there. You have practiced to some extent. If I give you a basic, everyone knows here laws of motion, Newton's laws of motion, physics. Se. Let's take
Mm.
that as an instance. So if I attach two blocks, keep two blocks one over another, and I move that particular system, I ask you to find the acceleration. If I give you the friction force, that you will be able to do because you have done some extent of practice. Okay,
Ah,
that level, I want each one of you to touch for 20 to 25 topics at least. Okay,
okay.
there is a probability at that point in time that if a question comes in IIT from laws of motion, if you have surpassed that level, there is 60 to 80% chances that you will be able to get to the answer for that particular question. Right or wrong, that's a separate story. That depends on the level of practice that you have done, the precision. At least you will be able to solve that question.
Hmm.
Okay. So to that level, all of you can comfortably reach. Okay, for 20 to 24 chapters. Okay, I know there are more than 30 chapters. Okay, all that stuff. I'm just telling you the proportion of the stuff you should be doing. Now there comes a third stage where you have practiced till the level of JE Advanced, more than that. Okay, meaning if I give you any question from that topic or that particular topic blended with something else, let's say Newton's laws of motion happening inside water. Okay, so there is not just the friction force and the external force that is there. There will also be a buoyancy force. Okay, there will also be pressure due to fluid. So all these things will come inside the picture. Make
Hmm.
sense? So that is the level when any question related to that particular topic comes in the examination, you're comfortably able to do that. Comfortably. That is the third level. That is where most of you can reach for at least 15 topics, 15 chapters. Okay. So now we started with 30 chapters and we are experts in 15 chapters, which is 50% of the total thing. Okay. Most of the people, what they do is aim for expertise in all 30 chapters.
Hmm.
1 second. There is a comment by you guys have written so many yes, yes, yes. I don't know what. Maybe I missed the track of chat in between. Yeah. Also, when we are studying as a repeater, there is a constant doubt inside of what if I fail again? It hinders the preparation. That is normal. That's what I'm saying. That doubt will always be there. Okay, that's not just a dropper. When you get into what are you aiming for? At Max IC Bangalore, right? The curriculum for IC Bangalore is one of the hardest in India. What are you what else are you aiming for? NISER has most number of subjects any college can have in India in the first year. Okay, I was at NISER for 15 days straight. We had examinations. Okay, except Sundays, of course. 15
Hmm.
days straight. So 13 days straight we had examinations, and I'm not counting the lab examination. We had 6 straight lab examinations after the 16th day. So it's like for 23 days we had straight away examinations. There was a break of 2 days in between. Okay, so there will be challenges. You will face fear of failure at each of the step that you're going through this journey. That is bound to happen. What matters is you're beaten down every single time, you get back up, okay? Not by facts, because if I go by facts, I know we are droppers here on this call. So, there are some moments in life when we have to ignore the facts that are there in front of us and move by faith. I know if I practice this much, I start with level 1, I have 30 chapters in my hand. The first stage I'm able to reach for 25 chapters. During that process, there are no facts. I know there is less time, there are less resources. I'm already a dropper. I was also a dropper, by the way. Okay. I failed every single examination after class 12, and I qualified every single examination after my drop year. I'm just sharing with you my story. Okay. So when you're crossing that first stage, that fear is there. But what helps you to move? Can anyone help me understand in one word? What helps you to move across your drop year when you know that the facts are not in your favor? Any one of you can
Consistency.
help me understand?
Consistency.
Okay, consistency, anything else? Any insights from you guys? What are you using as a tool to move forward? Okay, tick tick. One, two, three. Anyone unmuted? But what helps you to be consistent, Dishita? Why are you so consistent enough?
Proper timetable.
Okay,
Me, like I know what I have to do. So if I get time,
that's what. That's what. You know what you have to do. You know what's important,
yes.
right? And if we know something's important, what do we do? How do we do it? We do it anyways. There is raining outside. It's almost 6 p.m. If it continues to rain till 11 p.m., I know I cannot stay here in this office. I need to go home. I will figure out a way. I know facts are not in my favor. I don't have a vehicle. Cabs won't come. There are no auto rickshaws in the rains. I will walk to my home. I have done it a couple of times. Okay. I knew in my drop year, I failed every single exam in my class 12. Okay. And I was a PCM student, not even had bio. That year, next examination had all four cutoffs, PCMB. You had to qualify separately. Now it's not even there. I got
Yes.
marks in bio, which I didn't even study for last 3 years after class 10. Okay, so that's the problem that people face. And by then, I had offers from BITS Pilani. I had dropped out of there. Okay, I had I did not J advanced qualified. Okay, but I did not sit in the JOSA counseling. Okay, so was that not a big risk? Was taking a drop year not a big risk already that I took another by not sitting in the counseling of the main exam that I was preparing for one whole year? The primary thing in the center around which everything revolves is what? Your faith. Why did Swapnendu, he's here on this call, I guess. This guy, Swapnendu, he got offers from top colleges in West Bengal, Jadavpur University and all. Okay, the average package of Jadavpur University for CSE? It's comparable to IITs. Okay, it's more than many of the newer IITs. Swapnendu, let me know if I'm wrong or right. Okay, that guy left all the admission offers from those colleges, now sitting on this call, preparing for IIT and NEST for next year 2026. What is the reason? All of you are faithful. You are driven by faith. What is the faith here? You're all faithful that next year you're going to make it to your dream research institute. It can be IISc, it can be iiser, NISER, anything else. Okay. That's the foremost important thing. And when your faith is strong enough, facts don't matter. When my determination, my faith to reach back to my home is strong enough, the fact that it's raining outside will not matter. I'll just fold up my pants, my jeans, put on a plastic sheet or something else, and then walk to my home. It might take a little more time. I might get wet, but eventually my destination will be arrived. If you're not getting enough time for your preparation, what can you do? You need to evaluate where already the existing time goes. I cannot produce more than 24 hours for you. Even if I
Hmm.
ask you to sleep less, in my whole drop year, I was sleeping 3 to 4 hours. Okay. And in the last 2 months, I was in my crisis because for the whole year, I never slept for more than 4 years. And in the month of December or January, I fell really sick. I felt badly ill. Okay. Got down on my bed, not able to wake up, get back up for more than a week. I realized, man. So what I was doing is I used to sleep for 3 hours, 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. And then I used to wake up and then meditate for 30 minutes or so. I thought, okay, let's replace my sleep with meditation. It worked when, okay, it worked well for 6 to 8 months, but the ninth month, that was my learning one. That's when I learned the lesson. Okay. So I never ask you to sleep less than 6 hours. Even if I ask you to reduce it, I won't. You cannot do it less than 6 hours. Okay, you cannot manage that in today's lifestyle. We have mobile phones,
Yes.
school, etc. If I ask you to reduce your eating time, brushing time, bathing, all that can't be reduced less than more than 1 hour. So there is limited time with all of us. In the limited time, I need to get done certain amount of things. How can it be done? By prioritizing. PCMB 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Each and every chapters reaching that third stage is not possible. What can we do from our side? We know what all chapters are important, what all chapters are most frequently asked, and what all chapters I can do. Okay.
Yes.
That is very important. And when you're clear in your mind, you know to what extent you need to go. You all must be agree to this thought of mine. When you have reached to expertise in a particular chapter, you are intuitively aware about that. Is it true? Suppose you are studying genetics. If you are at that level, the third stage in genetics, you are intuitively already aware about that. Do you think so?
Yes.
Yes, that's the thing. Okay, when you're clear with your mind, when you're clear with your priorities, you're not doing 15 chapters and 1079 questions every single day and not get beaten by it and frustrated by the end of the day. You will get that intuition. Okay, 15, 20, 30 times in that whole year, in this rest of the 2025. And when you get that frequently, you will know the rhythm of that. Okay, how periodically are you getting that intuition? Are
Hmm.
you able to understand me where I'm taking this conversation?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, not just you. This is every single one of you. This is for all of us present on this call. Are you able to hold on to this thought and the level that I'm taking you all to? So we started with a fun banter, and now that we are at a certain level where we are talking about mindset and philosophical things in our preparation, where they are doing just science. Okay.
Actually, it happens when I study more than after studying. It feels so good. It feels so nice inside me. That feeling is something next level.
Yep. That's what we need to chase. That's the positive dopamine rush. Okay. That's the feeling you get when you solve 50 questions in one sitting in chemistry and you attempt a previous year question from that particular chapter, let's say thermodynamics or equilibrium, and you're able to solve that. Why? Simply because that was similar to one of the questions you just solved. Okay?
Yeah.
When that starts to happen for almost every other chapter, that's when you won't just know that you're on the right track because I already know that you are on the right track. That's when you know you're near to selection. Selection in these exams that we talk about all the time.
Hmm.
Okay. And when you're able to solve that previous year question with the help of the learnings that you just acquired by solving these questions, and through all that, you're able to solve the mock test, you know that even more that hey, I'm one step closer to selection. Why? Because earlier I was getting 30, 50, 70, 80 marks in my mock test. Now it's like more. Now it's 90. I started with 90. Even if it's lesser than the selection criteria of 150 for IISer Pune, but at least you're way ahead of where you were last time. Make sense?
Yes.
That's what we need to chase. Of course. And in that whole journey, you have your teachers, you have batch mentors, you have doubt mentors, you have personal mentors, you have, I don't know, n number of things. That is why I felt the need to have this call, a one-to-one conversation. Okay, Dishita, can you do that? Can you
Yes, I
up to
can.
that thought? Can you rock solid your mindset, walk by faith for the rest of the year,
Yes, I can.
and let
And
me
I will.
yeah, and let me know when your exam ends that bhaiya, I am really confident that without even looking at the answer keys, I'm getting selected at one of the top ISOs.
Sure.
Yeah, that's
Good
what.
evening, sir.
Yeah, what?
Good evening, sir.
Oh, yeah. Good evening. Hi.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah, go on.
I have a lack of question practice due to lack of time, JEE preparation, and all stuff. But able to solve the conceptual question that are deeply based on NCRT based, means to say uh, deep conceptual questions. But the problem is time management. I feel I'm not in the process of working that way in which student generally do. So, what should I do, sir?
So, Dishita, do you think this question is similar to what you asked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Having faith is more important.
Yeah, yeah. So again, I will not repeat the same lecture again, but briefly summarize what has been mentioned already. Okay. So, but first of all, what's your name? How should I address you? I cannot PPP.
My name is Harsh.
Harsh. Okay. So I'll keep it Harsh. Okay. So Harsh, you're able to solve conceptual question meaning. We talked about three stages of learning. You're near to the first stage. Okay. Now, if your bandwidth, your schedule, and your ability to make things happen allow, then I would suggest you to move to the second stage. Why and how? By solving more and more questions. Like I already said, if your schedule, if your bandwidth, your mental space allows you to do that, because today or tomorrow all of us have to reach stage 2, and stage 2 opens the gateway to qualification in IIT Nest, whatever exams you're appearing for. Okay, so stage 1 helps you to solve any easy question or a straightforward conceptual question comes in the examination. Stage 2 and 3 is what gets you rank. Okay, solve more questions. Not able to solve difficult questions? Start with easy. Take 5 minutes, take 10 minutes, okay, to solve a particular question. Get your brains onto that. Still not able to solve? Write down all the information. Okay, your mind just after seeing a question should be rotating 360 degree like a police siren. That's what my father told me when I was in class 10th or so. I remember I wasn't able to solve board level question. So there was exam used called NTSC or KVPY. They used to happen that time. And I was preparing for that, but getting stuck and very demotivated. Okay, so that's when my father just casually looked up at me, analyzed my situation, and just told me, Beta, whenever you see a question, especially if it's a physics or a maths question, your brain should start roaming in all directions, 360 degree, like a police siren, like that. Okay, so just try to absorb that. Whenever you're just looking at a question, let your brain starts moving like a police siren, and see how many things you are able to catch. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Take 10 minutes on a question. That's what we discussed last time on the last call. The mechanics of gaining expertise. So maybe I should just put all these calls in episodes. The last episode was mechanics of gaining expertise. This episode is stages of learning. I don't know. I'm just joking. But the reaction time, the processing time is 10 minutes for an easy question. What is the definition of force? How can you find it? F equals to ma. Suppose this takes you 10 minutes to do. Fine. You come across a numerical, you take 10 more minutes. But when I ask you again after 2 days, what is force? How can you define it? Will you still take 10 minutes? No, right? You'll be able to answer it in 10, 20, 15 seconds maximum, even if you're not able to recall it fully. Because just because you're able to do those 5 questions in 1 hour, which is fine, by the way, if you're at stage 1, this will enable you to solve the next 5 questions in 30 minutes, the next 5 questions in 20 minutes, the next 5 questions in 10 minutes. Going below 10 minutes is what, I won't say is easy. Okay, because that's when you start qualifying exams like IIT, NEST, J Advanced, NEET, so on and so forth. Okay, so if you're able to solve 5 questions 10 minutes, then okay, that is good. Yeah. But that's the stage we want to be at. Makes sense, guys? YouTube guys, does it make sense? But by the way, we hold these conversations every single Saturday. So you may just want to subscribe the channel as well if you want to keep joining such sessions. And we'll be coming out with more and more academic content as well. For example, in the upcoming days, you will see your mentors solving, previous year questions, some generic science myth, busting them on this channel. So we'll be coming out more and more helpful content. Yes. So Sanjana live on eternity. Glad to know that this is making sense to you all. Okay. Now, let me ask for the link to the free PDF so that people on YouTube can also access. Okay, but guys, if you have any question, you can write in the chat as well.
Sir, how to deal the fear of solving questions in physics and maths?
How to do what? Ditch?
how to deal the
Deal. Yeah. Sorry, I'm bad at words. How to deal with questions, how to deal with the fear itself. Can I unmute?
yes
It's a
sir.
bit long. So, Kshitij, you can unmute after this. Um, Even if it's a bit long, that is on you, but my answer will be short if it's needed to. Okay. Sorry, brother, but it depends on the importance of the question and the answer. Okay. The length. But coming to Swati's, very interesting question, how to deal with fear or solving physics and maths question. What do you think, Swati, based on the discussion so far? Swati, what do you think? Or what would you do?
So unable to solve the questions of physics or maths.
Unable to solve the question? See, a very important mindset hack I would like to give you all. These are the similar things that we have been discussing, not just on this call, on the previous calls as well. This call as well, while answering Dishita's question and Harsh's question, we came across in between on this thing, how to deal with the fear of solving questions, for that matter any subject. You can be a PCB student, you're scared of solving maths questions, and vice versa for PCM students. Okay, PCM bio may be a bit easy, but maths is definitely a nightmare for all PCB students, I know that. Okay, whenever you face any
Yes
such
sir.
problems, the best way, think what would Swati, who has qualified IISer Pune, would have done. I know you're going to IISer Pune next year. Not IISc Bangalore, not IISer Kolkata, not NISER, IISer Berhampur, anything else. IISer Pune. I know you're going there. What do you think if I ask you 1 year later, 30th August, 30 August 2026, that Swati, how did you deal with the fear of solving questions in physics maths? What do you think you would have answered? Okay, I'm not putting you on the spot, just a fun exercise, but every one of you think in that direction. Of course we are there to help you, to provide you with answers, but ask yourself, if I were if I were the Dishita, if I were the Samyukta, if I were the Swapnendu, Abhinikha, Harsh, 1 year later, what would that person tell me, or what would that person would have done in the same situation? So in that process, you are not questioning yourself. The reason you are questioning yourself, of course, I don't want to take it to that point, but you're questioning yourself that you're scared of solving questions in physics and maths. Okay. What you should be doing is ask questions. These are two very different things. Asking questions and questioning yourself. When you ask questions, you get answers. When you question yourself, you know what you get? You get self doubts. Ask questions. Don't question your. How can I tell that? I can hear it in your questions, the way you are speaking right now. It's not fun. That's not how I would want you guys to ask questions. It seems more like you're questioning yourself. Not to put you on spot or not to hold on to your thought, just a suggestion. An elderly brother or brotherly, I don't know how it's spoken, but yeah, a suggestion from me as your elder brother. Ask questions, do not question yourself. Do you know the difference now? Let me know. 1 second, I'm getting this. Yeah. Yes, no, it's fine. Okay. Now coming to the specific answer, how can you deal with the fear of solving questions of physics, maths? What do you think? I want any one of you to answer this question. You can take this opportunity to unmute and answer in maybe 2 to 3 words maximum. Okay. You have this opportunity if you're productive enough. Guys, how do you think you can deal with your fear to solve questions from physics or maths? Or let's broaden this to solve questions from any subject. How do you deal with the fear of solving questions in general?
Hi, I would like to speak Saumya here.
Yeah,
Actually, it's not the I have been fearing maths my whole life. I am a PCM student, but still fear maths. But now I, in my drop year, realize that you have to go head on. You cannot skip it. You just have to try. You will fail multiple times. That's okay. I used to fear failure, but now I feel I laugh and be like, okay, how can I solve this?
awesome. Proud of Kshitij and Damini. Both of you answered very nicely. Approach those questions head on. Solve more such questions. That is the only way. Dishita said, when something is important, we do it anyways, despite of fear, despite of doubts, despite of failures, because facts are not going to matter when we are walking by faith. And when we are walking by faith, we are approaching those obstacles head on. We are doing it more often, so often that after a point in time, it does not even feel like an obstacle. It feels smoother. Five minutes more and we'll wrap. Yeah. So, Swati, solve more questions. Solve more questions related to physics, related to that chapter that you fear the most, and do the same with maths. Start with solved examples, the easy ones to get confidence, and then slightly proceed to better questions. YouTube audience, make sense?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. About backlogs, yeah. The last segment for today, we are going to discuss about backlogs. And don't take too much stress, guys. It's a very light-hearted conversation I'm having with you. It's like I'm reliving my drop year, like seeing so many droppers here. Just kidding. Yeah. So these are some of the things that I learned during that phase, and it was not good. So about backlogs, Samyukta. Guys, you can put in your suggestions about backlogs. How you all are dealing with backlogs, if you have any. Samyukta, how many backlogs you have? What do you think? You can unmute.
I don't have a lot of backlogs yet, but I'm sure that I will have some in the future.
So right now it's working fine.
It's fine because it's the starting phase, but then later, when I lose a little motivation and all, I start having backlogs, and then later it gets so overwhelming looking back that there are too many backlogs that it gets even hard to start with clearing them.
Very thoughtful. Okay. Giving full holiday to backlogs. Yes, Dishita, that's one thing. Don't skip live lecture. Sleep less. I won't say sleep less. Sleep, to the number of hours that are just needed. Don't sleep 12 hours when you can be fine with 6 to 7. 6 to 7 is what the ideal one I would suggest you, because your mind also needs rest. When you're solving 80, 100 questions, you are learning lots of things. and you need proper rest and refreshment to digest and train your neurons. Give those neurons time to adapt with the knowledge you just fed them. Okay. So right now, Samita, don't worry about that. As long as you're able to do what's needed, what is the main priority for you, as soon as that's getting satisfied, it should be fine. Okay. Solving questions from PC, MB is what is needed. 80 to 100 questions you're able to solve on a daily basis. Solving a mock test once a week in these months, and tracking your mistakes, what you're doing in your practice session and mocks, and analyzing them. As soon as you're able to do these things, that is fine. Okay. These are not backlogs, these are not distractions, these are what you should be doing. Yes, Damini, right. Damini has written very nicely. That can work, even if you have backlogs. Okay.
Hi, Ria. Can I
Yeah.
speak now?
Kshitij, please.
Yeah, actually, I have a unique problem, or I don't know if it's unique. Uh, it's been really consistent with my every mock test and every exam I give.
2 minutes.
Yeah, I will just repeat myself. Yeah, I have a really unique problem especially with mock test. Everything is going fine, okay-ish, fine-ish. But the problem is, whenever I attempt a mock or even a paper, it's not that I'm not serious about the things I do. I am pretty much serious, but half the way through a mock or a test or an exam, my brain just goes on a holiday. It, it turns up a sign in no more questions. Like even if I try to think, I can't solve a question. Like chemistry, I attend first, then physics, then maths. Until I reach maths, it's like over. My brain says no more. Sorry.
Yeah. The way you frame this is very interesting. Okay. But still, I will tell you the answer. Okay. Why? Because I faced that problem, and it's just disguised, okay, as a thing which sounds very fancy. In the beneath, if you uncover this disguisement, I don't know, my vocabulary is not good. If you uncover this thing, you will find a very fundamental problem sitting inside this. Okay. It's the same. It's the same thing. I'm running a marathon of, let's say I'm running a sprint of 400 meters. I don't know if that happens or not. And after 200 meters, I'm not even willing to proceed further to the 201st meter because I'm so exhausted. I'm so tired. I'm so burnt up. I'm so worked up in that first 200 meters. Now there are two things. Okay. Two things can be done here. Listen very carefully. All of you, all 12 people on this call. Two things can be done. First one, we are able to do, let's say, biochemistry or the first 200 meters. Okay. So you maybe skip some questions from biochemistry, or you try to do so much in biochemistry that you get selected. Which, of course, if you do that, what will happen? In the exam, you are needed to clear the finish line, meaning the cutoff, which won't happen. Okay. The second option, or is the only viable option that can be pursued when we want to clear that, which you already know, finish that 200 to 400 meter despite of how you are feeling. Make sense? Of course,
Yeah,
it
makes sense. I try to do it, but it's like unbearable at that
will
point.
not
Like
happen.
I go to like maths, I have solved all the chemistry, all the bio. I skipped 4 to 5 questions. Biochemistry, like I'm talking about the JEE mock test which I gave today.
Yeah.
Like when I come to maths, I solved the fourth question and I was like, I know the question. After the exam, I am like, okay, this was really easy. I should have done it, but I have like plenty of time left. Like I have half the time. Like I have solved chemistry in 40 minutes, physics in 20. Then I have ample of time, but still I don't do it. Like it's not that only in mock test. I did this in IIT. I did this in both attempts of JEE. Like I don't get it why I'm doing it. It's almost involuntarily.
Yeah. And can I ask you a couple of questions for that?
Yeah, yeah.
How many mock tests have you appeared in so far?
If I count last year,
Roughly,
last 2 years, last 2 years, 50 almost.
50.
Like I have gone to an offline coaching as well.
Gone to an offline coaching as well. You faced the same problem there as well.
Yeah, it has been really consistent problem, and I don't know where to ask. Like today, I got the chance. I know it's really weird type of a doubt, but it's there.
Can you do that?
Yes. What?
Yeah, yeah. So have faith. So you're able to solve chemistry, bio, but not able to reach with full energy to physics and maths.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Can we do this? Can we shorten the format of the test? Can we have 10 questions of chemistry, 10 of bio, 5 of physics maths each? I know that mock test is not available anywhere. Can you come up with something like that for your own?
Yeah, I could probably do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you could do that. It's very easy. Okay, it's pretty easy. 10 questions chemistry, bio, 5 physics maths each. So these are 40 questions. Okay, rather than the typical 60 questions. So we have reduced to 2/3 of the questions. So let's reduce to the 2/3 of timings as well. Okay.
Yes.
So we had how much time we had? 180 minutes.
Yeah, 180. That would be 60
2 hours.
minutes.
Okay. So these
Okay.
40 questions you need to do in 2 hours.
Okay.
Okay. Can you spend some time? Okay. Just take questions, take mock test and select 10 to 5 questions. Okay. Not too hard, not too easy, relevant questions. Okay. Or maybe from your DPPs. Solve that in 2 hours. Make it a habit. Okay. Because I'm telling you, the mind works in weird ways. When I give this 80 questions, how many questions do we have? 15 for 60 questions in IIT PCMB, not able to solve. System hangs. But if I break the problem into smaller segments, I train this. It's at this level. It's able to solve 30 questions, not able to solve 60 questions. So let's come down. Let's admit, acknowledge, accept. Let's start from 20. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's compress the test in 20 questions. Here I'm talking about 40 questions because I know you're capable of it, how you sound. Let's start
Yeah,
with,
I can sit for 5 to 6 hours solving questions that are in DPPs or in a book, but I can't sit in an exam. Like I don't get it. Like it's not practical, not logical, whatever.
yeah, yeah, right. See, as long as you are improving, anything is fine. It's practical. Let's not think about what's practical, what's not, if you are in the improvement and learning phase. Okay. So my suggestion to you would be try this week so that we can have a conversation again next week as well, next Saturday. Okay, on 6th of September. Try this twice
Yeah,
and let me know if you face any improvement.
yeah, I would do that surely and get back to you next Saturday.
Because, because if you are able to do that, this solution, you know what will happen? This will become a standard solution for all the people who are facing similar problems.
Yeah, this would be a test pilot run time.
Yes. Yes. So it's a pilot test. And it's very important. I want you to succeed in that. Okay. Chalo. Guys, it's the high time we should wrap this session. Before that, I will just share with you the link to the PDF, 50 questions to avoid. It is now uploaded on the free materials section of SciAstra application. Okay, and you all can access it. I just give you the link to it. So on YouTube as well, I can paste the link. So yeah, here is the PDF. Okay, sharing the link again. Guys, it has really been very nice talking to all of you today on this call. Okay, and I know that you all are going to make things happen. I know how hard you are striving. I can see it in your speech pattern, the way you are asking questions, the kind of specific questions you're asking. It's awesome. Okay, and just a little more effort and a faith and a strong mindset will make things happen. Okay, and like I have already mentioned, we are going to hold these sessions every single Saturday on this channel and this Google Meet call. So you can log in and ask your question. Okay, but proud of and a faith, okay, and a strong mind. Okay. Mute. Yeah. So proud of everyone for doing what you all are needed to, and with that, see you soon, doing wonderful things from all of you. And with that, bye bye, guys. Take care. Keep rocking. Keep rolling.